YouTube? This is John of Pipney with another sports reaction. Doing another NFL playoff reaction. This time it's the NFC 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. And man, the 49ers just handed the Minnesota Vikings ass to them. They gave them a straight up old school whooping. I know a lot of the media probably expected Jimmy G to go out there and just do his thing, but it really wasn't nothing about him. It was about that running game, that offensive line, and that defense, especially the defensive line for the 49ers. They didn't allow Minnesota to do much of nothing after that first quarter when it was tied up 7-7. Literally, at first, it looked like this was going to be a high scoring game the way that both teams started off the game. Right back, right, like straight up back to back plays, basically, well, drives, basically, by both teams, both ending in touchdowns. Then right after that, the 49ers score again. I was actually expecting Minnesota to go back and score. Then they get stopped. But basically, Kirk Cousins was getting sacked constantly, getting just harassed the entire games. 8 hurries, 5 sacks. Well, I think it wound up being 6 sacks and like 33 dropbacks, 33, 34 dropbacks. That means that is tremendous pressure coming on the quarterback for it to be 8 hurries and 6 sacks and like 4 or 5 quarterback hits. For the people that don't know, that means that's the quarterback got hit and he still got rid of the ball. So that means he was constantly harassed all day. That D line didn't allow nothing from Cook. Nothing. He literally got shut down the entire game. They shut down the entire offense. And that was one of the best defensive performances I've seen since maybe, I would say, 2006 Bears, 2000 Ravens. That was a excellent defensive performance that I've seen recently. So, yeah, some people could say last year Bears team, but this team really dominated. They really shoved their foot up Minnesota Vikings' ass and didn't allow them to do much of nothing. Other than that first quarter, that was it. And also Tevin Coleman, he dominated. 22 carries for 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. I know it was more of a running back committee, but Coleman got majority of the carries, and he just could not be stopped. Constantly, just that massive O line was just opening up holes for him, so for him to run back and just up and down the field on the Vikings, and he literally cannot be stopped. Now the next game is going to be Seattle versus the Packers. Packers have won the last few games against Seattle, so we're going to see how that game going to turn out just to see who's going to be matched up in the NFC title. It's going to be a rematch between the Packers and San Francisco. The classic matchup that a lot of people probably weren't even born to see when Owens caught that fantastic pass from Steve Young down the line, or is it going to be the rematch between San Fran and the Seahawks, which is always exciting to see Russell Wilson have an exciting game against. It don't matter who it seems to be who the quarterback is for the 49ers. They always come to play hard. Just point blank period. Just this time it's Jimmy G. Man, this is gonna be an exciting game, and I'm just waiting on the next game to come on so I can try to see what's gonna go down with that on top of with the AFC. But right now, yeah, 49ers fans, I know they enjoying this victory right now. And they should. 49ers been dominating the NFL all season. Yeah, they lost a few close games in between, which it was showed on TV when they lost to Atlanta and then lost a close game the other also down the line. But they found a way to get it together. The offense still gotta improve on a lot of things. Jimmy Garoppolo still have to make those type of good plays that he needs to make because he his receiving core basically leads the league in yards after catch. Yeah, he also one of the shorter throwing quarterbacks, but they also just add on right after. So hopefully they can do that in the next game, or at least try to throw the ball further down the field a little bit more and give that defense more of a break. even though it don't seem like like they ain't gonna need much of one because they just been wreaking havoc constantly, and I just can't wait to see what this team gonna do next week. They could be the Super Bowl champions if they don't wind up going against the Ravens, which it seemed like this probably wasn't gonna wind up being a Super Bowl rematch from a few years ago. So it's not really much more to say about that, 49er fans. I know y'all happy y'all got that victory. It was a hard fought game and well easy game basically for your team, and they fought hard and they went out there and just shut down one of the top offenses in the league, and just ran through one of the top rushing defenses in the league. Like that defense is rushing. The defensive line of the Minnesota Vikings is basically very good. There's no slouch. Joseph, Griffin, all of them, they are all stout players, and they just shredded them like they were a top 32 ranked defense, constantly on that ground. And it's not really much more to say other than that. 49ers is looking good, and I'm pretty sure they're going to make it to the Super Bowl unless something just drastically happens to this team next week. So this is Jonah Pipney with another sports reaction. All right, peace, everyone.